Okay, today we're going to go over the alien creature classification. So as you can see, we have 10 creatures on this board here, and we have to pick 7 of them. Okay, so I'm just going to randomly delete a couple of these creatures here. Just take them out. Okay, and that leaves me with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. And you can choose any ones you want. The directions here tell you to please go ahead and make up scientific names so you get used to writing a genus and species name. This one's called wheeled quad barthus. Wheeled because it's wheeled feet, quad because it's 4, and barthus, I guess it looks like a Bart. The point is to get you used to the fact that scientific names have the characteristics of the organism in mind when they're made up. I'm not going to make them up for this video because I'm just going to go with the numbers for classifying them, because it'll save some time and go a little faster. Okay, so the first thing we need to do in making a tree diagram is come up with one characteristic that divides them. So I'm going to choose wheels and put all the organisms with wheels in this pile, and not wheels, all the organisms without wheels in another pile. And I'm going to take this one pile and move it all the way up top here out of the way, because the golden rule is only work with one group at a time. And I'm going to take my wheel group and I'm going to spread them out in front, because I'm going to need to then divide them further until I get every organism in a category by itself. So you go to the next frame, and that's where you're going to make your tree. So the title's already there. This is an alien tree diagram, and we're going to add the 2 categories, so wheels and no wheels. Some people might be tempted to say feet, wheels and feet, and that kind of works, but it gets very difficult when you have a lot of characteristics, and so it's always easiest just either it has a category or it doesn't. You're then going to add in some lines here to connect the categories. So right now we have wheels and no wheels, and everything here is an alien, and that's the way we're starting. Now I look at my wheeled group and I need a characteristic to divide them. So I'm looking here and I see wings, and I'm just being consistent, so I'm going to move the wings group on one side, no wings on the other. Notice that we already have an organism by itself. I'm not going to worry about it now because I'm going to stick with working with the with the wings group. So it's wings, no wings. These are not by themselves yet, so let's go add this to our tree. So it's wings and no wings. Okay. And make sure you move things around so you have lots of space. Okay, I'm going to connect them with lines. And so far, so good. Now, as far as this wings group, I now need a category to separate it. And I'm going to pick hair and no hair. So hair is on the right, no hair is on the left. Notice they are both by themselves after I do this. So hair is number 8 and no hair is number 5. Hair and no hair. Get my lines in there. And again, we're not going to give them names. I'm just going to go with number 8 and number 5. Connected with lines. Good, and that's how you kind of know when you're done, when you get an organism by itself at the bottom of a branch. I don't have any other organisms with it. I also can check to see if it's true. I can look at number 8 here. Number 8, this wheeled barthus. He's got hair, wings, so on and so forth. And number 8 has hair, has wings, has wheels, and is an alien. That works. Number 5 has no hair, has wings, wheels, and is an alien. So this is the unique identifier for number 5. This is the unique identifier of characteristics for number 8. All right, we're now at this group here, this no wings group. And these are done. We'll make this a done pile now. And we've got number 10. We're just going to add it to the group now. Could I have added it before? Yes, absolutely. But I want to stick with the rule of only working with one group at a time, because when you get a lot of organisms, it can get very confusing. So this guy's in the done pile. We'll add him number 10. And number 10 is going to go right here under no wings. add a line, and this side's done. So if I look here, all my branches are complete on this side. I know my no wheels group is going to be next, but I can also see that from this page here. And here's my no wheels group. Move them in front, and let's see what they got. Okay, I'm going to start with I'll start with webbed flippers and no flippers. Okay, so move my flippers to the left, my no flippers to the right. Again, it's by itself, but I'm not going to add it to my tree quite yet. Okay, so I've got flippers, and I've got no flippers. Okay, add my lines. And now I look at back at my tree and flippers. We've got quite a few with flippers here. So we've got to come up with another category to identify them, to split them up. And I'm going to go with teeth and no teeth. So teeth on the left, no teeth on the right. Okay, notice I have now 3 groups here. I'm going to keep going back to the last group. When I'm done with this one, I'll go here. When I'm done with this one, I'll go here. Okay, so teeth is going to be by itself. That's number 7. So I'm going to be putting that in the dump pile in a moment. Okay, so we go teeth, and we go no teeth. All right, good. Add some lines. And teeth, I think the number was 7. I'm going to kind of guess before looking back. I'll fix it if it's not. I think it was number 7. Now I divide my no teeth group. Yep, that was number 7. Good, let's put it in the dump pile. We now have my no teeth group, and we've got feathers, no feathers. So feathers is number 3, it's by itself, and no feathers is number 6. So go here, get feathers, and we get another box, no feathers. Okay, add my lines. Double check, feathers is number 3, no feathers is number 6. Add my lines in. I knew these branches are complete because organisms are by themselves. I now have the no flippers group. I know that one's already done. And here it is. Done because the organism is by itself. That's organism number 1. Okay. Number 1, and add the line. And now my tree is complete. A couple ways you can check this. You want to count the number of organisms. We had 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We already showed you how you can read backwards and make sure that the characteristics are true. You can do that for every single organism, and it's true. And the other thing you want to watch out for, I'm going to add a number here that's not there, but I'm adding number 12. You also want to make sure that each of the characteristics does not have 2 lines going to 2 organisms. Because something like this would tell me that both 5 and 12 had no hair, had wings, had wheels, and were aliens. And this doesn't give them a distinguishing characteristic. You would have had to go another step further and come up with another category to divide them up to get them by themselves. And so this would not be correct and would not be a finished tree. However, that's not the case. We did not have a number 12. So I'll erase the line. And we're actually done. Thanks for watching.